episode of Breaking Edge Outdoors. If you want to know why it looks like there's daylight right here, let's roll that intro and I'll tell you about it. So as you guys may be able to tell, I sound a little stuffed up. I don't know if it's all dust and crap in the air, if I'm catching a head cold or something, but my sinuses are all plugged up. So that's not helping out any. But my content has been slow because this is Sunday, so Thursday before last, I ended up throwing my back out. So I've not been up and around very well at all. But I woke up this morning, was feeling alright, outside of my head's pluggy. Took some Mucinex. Probably should have taken an allergy pill. It's that Flonase. The Flonase. Breathe better. But I didn't because I'm kind of a moron. It is, looking at the clock right here under the camera, it's 6:39, which means we've got shooting light in approximately 5 minutes. So, still got a few more minutes to go to get in our stand. We're heading out to private ground today. The wind's perfect to go sit in the bottom stand. I'd rather hunt the top stand of the morning, but that's what the wind's going to give us. We're not going to worry about it too much. So we've got that stay invisible. We're all washed up and no stank. We're going to spray down with all up and cedar. We're going to go climb a tree, take that raven, see if we can't let her eat. Alright. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Alright, quick time check. 7:08. I'm just a few minutes before actual sunrise. I just got good and settled in. And the thing that you never want to see happened. I was walking down here. I was going real slow, being real quiet, only moving when the wind was blowing. I wasn't too worried about it because there typically isn't deer that bed down here. I mean, I've seen a couple beds here and there over the 5-6 years that I've been hunting this, but I guess it's been closer to 8 years. I've only found 2 or 3 beds down here. But lo and behold, I come down this hill here in front of me, and I heard a big old raccoon over here. But I had heard something. Chances are it was that raccoon. But I heard scurrying up this big dead walnut here in front of me. And I look up just in time to see a shooter running. And I'd really be mad at myself, really kicking myself for getting in here so late. But with where he was bedded, I would have had to have gotten in here before he was here. I was going to walk right past him. And end up bumping him anyway. So that's just my luck. That's just piss poor. The part that gets me though is the way he took off. He went. The way he took off, he ended up running right past my stand. The stand that I'm currently sitting in. What can you do? What can you do? Got a little foghorn just came down. And of course he's on the wrong side of the tree. I think the closest he was 15 yards. That ain't what we're after down here. But that is the first deer I've had in range this year, this season. So that's a little bit promising. Well, 9:30 in the morning. It's been a while since we've seen that little buck come through, and we haven't seen anything since. So I think it's time to have a little snack. What do you guys take to the stand? This is one of those Sunbelt Bakery oat and honey. Honey and oat. Oh, delicious. It's definitely my favorite tree stand snack. Oh. We're gonna give it a go here for at least another hour and a half, 2 hours. It all depends. I'd just be tickled to death that one that I bumped out this morning will come strolling back through. And quite frankly, I'm not sure what buck that was. He wasn't super tall, but he was pretty wide and looked heavy. But I don't have a trail camera down here anymore. I never did make it down here this summer, preseason. Didn't get one put up. I was looking back through some of the trail cam photos from previous years, and they'll move through here midday about this time of the year. Well, bachelor groups are pretty well all broken up, so they're out looking for a piece of territory to claim as their own for the rut. Or maybe not, I'm probably just talking out my butt. I don't know. Like I said, we're gonna sit here a while longer. Alright guys, it's a little after 11, and that wind has really kicked up. Problem is that you guys can see the sun's right overhead and it's nice and warm. And with this tree rocking back and forth, it's just about to put me to sleep. But I'm in a real good sized tree. I'm also in a walnut tree that are notorious for dropping limbs in the wind, and I'd really rather it not drop one on me. This is also a good time for a little public service announcement, a little PSA if you will. especially when it's windy, harness up. I've already heard several stories of guys falling out of stands already this season, and we're only 23 days into it. So if you're off the ground, tie off. It doesn't take no time. The harnesses are comfortable. But for now, I'm going to get down out of this tree. I'm going to go pull my trail camera cards while I'm here. Yep, I remember to bring them. Then we'll check the weather. Well, we'll have to wait till we get back to town and check the weather. I don't get cell phone service down here. But we'll get back up to the truck and get everything situated and unpacked and whatnot. Or repacked. Yeah. Then we're going to run town, grab some lunch, and then figure out a game plan for this afternoon. But until then, guys, be safe. It's really kind of hard to make out. I don't want to get too close to it. This right here is that bed that Buck was laying in. So chances are there isn't a single way I could have got down here without him seeing me. And with where he was and where I came down, I wouldn't have seen him either.
New text message from Jamie.
Well, even though the truck says that it's 82 degrees, we still got that seat warmer on. That lower back is on fire. It is very angry. I'm also kind of angry. I forgot that one camera that's out there, I've got to have a climbing stick for to get up to reach it. So I can only pull 2 of the cards. There's the light. Anyway, I got 2 of the cards pulled. I'm going to head back towards the house. We're going to check them and check the weather, because it is quite warm out. So, I don't know. If we come up with anything, let you guys know. Get the camera back out and show it. Otherwise, well, yeah, just hang on a second. Well, I sat down and started to edit this video and realized that I never closed it out. I didn't end up making it back out there Sunday evening. My back was starting to spaz, so I took a muscle relaxer and came home and took a nap. Kids, don't get old. It ain't fun. But, let's see. Well, at the time of this video, Patrick's already on the board with a couple. Lance is still after it. I'm still after it. Trent, well, we're going to get Trent going here hopefully this weekend. He's kind of had some family issues going on. If you guys can kind of keep him and his family in your thoughts and prayers, it'd be much appreciated. We're definitely going to get him back here on the channel. We're going to get him going. He is just, you know, as you guys know, he just recently joined the Breaking Edge Outdoors, and we're going to get him going, you know, with the whole YouTube thing and, you know, how to use the social media and whatnot. But until then, well, I definitely need to get some trail cameras moved around. Maybe I can sneak out and do that this evening after dark. That's the problem with having cameras on public ground, is I don't want to, you know, just go mess with my cameras during shooting hours and mess up somebody else's hunt. And, well, the hunt that you guys just watched, if you've even made it this far, that was the first time that I've been down on that property this season. I was wanting to stay off of it until my vacation comes up here in a couple weeks. But
it was still good to get down there. Unfortunately, I didn't even get him on camera. That's the bad part. But unfortunately, I did end up bumping that buck, and whew, I tell you, he's probably one of the widest ones that I had seen down there for a while. Well, he's definitely the widest one I've ever seen down there. I do have a trail cam video of a buck that was just super wide. He didn't, as far as height goes, I mean, he really did match up with this buck that ended up bumping. I'll patch that in right here. But that's pretty much how that buck was that I ended up bumping. And there wasn't anything I can do about it. So I ain't going to sit here. I mean, granted, I'm not happy about it and I'm upset, but there wasn't anything I could have done. It wouldn't have mattered if I'd have come in on a different route, or if I did actually get in there, in time, or, earlier than what I did. That buck had been bedded there all night. There was no getting around him. And with him being 30 yards in front of my stand. Guys, that's just hunting. It sucks, but it's just hunting. But it was, kind of fun to see the raccoons out running around playing, and got to see that groundhog, got to see that fork horn. And if you got it, depending on how much of it I end up leaving during the edit, that buck did stick his nose up in the air a couple different times because the wind was kind of swirling on me a little bit down there. But thanks to that staying visible, that all up in cedar, and that hillside that, is out in front of me that, is on the video there. Excuse me. It's full of little cedar trees. And if you guys can hear my sinuses are all clogged up. And if I wasn't around all them cedar trees, I'd have definitely sprayed down with them dirty nuts. +1 thumbs up for their cheeky naming. Everybody can appreciate a good pun. Although it is kind of weird saying, I love being covered in dirty nuts. Way to go, Tim. I like it. I do. I like it. Anyway, we're going to keep after him. We're going to get after him. Hopefully here in a couple of weeks he'll slip up. Or one of them will slip up. I have had historically lots of good bucks. I mean, if you guys watch the buck shows videos that was posted, a lot of those bucks came from that creek bottom. There's a lot of good deer down there. And there's a lot of small deer down there, but we're not after the small ones down there. Typically, I'm a meat hunter. I'm not picky, but down there, I know the potential. And I know on any given set, I can have 3 or 4 or 5 shooters under me. The year I shot my 8-pointer down there, that's how it was. I had 5 shooters within 15 minutes, all inside 30 yards. But that's going to be it for this video. I've talked long enough. Not going to sit here and edit. If you guys haven't ever done that, that's the worst part of it. Alright. You guys wear your harnesses. Be safe. Get after it. Keep after it.